Hey guys, welcome back. It's Krystal. So today I'm going to be sharing a haul video. I have a collective haul of a lot of stuff I've been purchasing. It's like I try to be so good not purchasing stuff, but there's just new stuff coming out all the time, and I'm a makeup addict. Like, I cannot help myself. It's a problem. It's a problem. ULTA is currently having their like liter or jumbo shampoo and conditioner sale. Normally I don't buy anything from them, but I thought I would buy these this time because my mom, when I went to visit her, she had these in her shower, and when I took a shower and used them, I love the way they smell, number one, and I just thought they made my hair feel really nice. So it's the Hempz original shampoo and conditioner in the gold bottle. So these I think were $12.99, usually 20 something. So the shampoo, it says damage and color treated hair, powerful moisture and revives. The conditioner is to nourish and protect. So yeah, I can't wait to use these. From what I recall from using it from my mom's house, it smells like watermelon. Yes, it smells like watermelon. It smells so good. I really like the way it smells. And the Hempz lotions were also on sale, so I picked up this one. It's the Pink Pomelo and Himalayan Sea Salt. Invigorate and condition. And this smelled really good. They had a sample at the register. This is, I think, a limited edition one. It's a newer one. But it smelled really good. I sampled it up at the register. Tried it out. I like it. So I picked this up a while ago, actually, online. And this had really great reviews. It was always out of stock. I would say email me when back in stock. I would get an email that it was in stock. I would go check. It was out of stock again. This happened several times. Finally, it came back in stock and I was able to snag it. And I think right now it is actually on sale. I don't know, by the time I get this video up, I don't know if it will still be on sale. But it's the Delectable, the Everything Powder. It's the Everything Powder. This has several uses. It has very good reviews. And it's made in Canada. It says, add a pretty puff of powder to your life with this head-to-toe supernatural starlet, mixing natural starches with vitamin E and aloe vera. The Everything Powder hits you everywhere you want to tone down excess moisture and sweaten up your day. Naturally deodorize, volumize those lashes, mattify your face, pop in your shoes. With over 21 uses, you'll love the way to play. And the scent is sweet cream, so it is a scented product. It says yes to cornstarch, aloe vera, vitamin E, no to parabens, phthalates, mineral oil, petroleum, and triclosan. And you get 100 grams in here. This might have been 20 something dollars. I think it's on sale for $12, $14 perhaps. So first off, I don't like the packaging at all. It's just one of those twisty ones like this. And I always find it hard to tell, like, if it's open, if it's not open. It's kind of hard to turn, so I'm not crazy about the packaging. What I did is I actually poured some in the cap to like my brush cleaner thing. So I poured it in the cap, and unfortunately I poured way too much. And because this does not come off, I mean, I haven't found a way to take it off, I was not able to pour the product back into the container. So I do not like the packaging, but overall, I do like this powder for my face. So I like to set my under eyes with this, and I think it really feels really soft under the eyes. It does mattify, but I don't feel like it looks dry under my eyes at all. I do like the scent. It does have like a sweet, I don't know, it says sweet cream. It does have a sweet scent to it, so I do like the fragrance, and normally I'm not big on fragrance unless it's like a sweeter fragrance, and I do like it. If it's floral, I don't like it. This is more of a sweet fragrance, so I do like the fragrance, and I just like the way it looks under my eyes. I have set like my entire face with this, and I think it's fine, but I do not like the way that it sits on my nose for some reason. On my nose, I feel like it does look too dry, but it does not look like that under my eyes. So I don't know, I've been enjoying this powder. I've only used it on my face. I have not used it like as a dry shampoo or in my shoes or anywhere else on my body, but there are several different uses for it, so you know, check it out. Maybe you can just put it in a different container. I don't know, the container's not that great. So I picked up a primer, and I like to use mostly illuminating primers or moisturizing primers. I don't really like to use a lot of those silicone-based primers unless they're gonna give some illumination to the skin. So I picked this one up because of Jessica Braun. I was watching, I think it was like Instagram stories or maybe Snapchat, and she mentioned this. She was putting on her makeup and her face was very glowy, and she goes, do you see how glowy my skin is? And then she's like, it's this new primer that I'm trying out. And I love Radiance illuminating primer. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. It's made in Korea. I love Korean skincare products. So I was happy to find this on Ulta. She didn't even say, I don't think she said where she purchased it. I just looked on Ulta and it was there, so I bought it. And it's the Radiance Cream Primer from IPKN. I haven't really heard of this brand prior to this. It has an SPF of 15 in it, and you get 1.35 fluid ounces in here. And it says Pearl Base. So you only have one color. Creates a perfect canvas for smooth foundation application with a natural glow, SPF 15, moisturizing base, healthy complexion, natural glow, made in Korea. I want all those things in my primer. So the outside packaging is kind of like iridescent. And when I first tried this for the very first time, I wasn't too crazy about it. I don't know, I just felt like, okay, well, it's very similar to one I have from Japanesque, but then I used it some more and I really do like it. It almost has like a slight pink undertone. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm sorry, I use my middle finger all the time to blend things out. It's just natural for me, even if I'm not on camera. I know some people get upset and say, stop flipping this off, but I'm really not intentionally doing it. So do you see how glowy that is? Like, look. It has a slight fragrance. I would say, I want to say it almost smells a little floral, but not overwhelming. I usually don't like floral scents whatsoever, but it's not overwhelming at all. It has fruit extracts to visibly improve the look and texture of your skin. Pearl powder gives the instant radiance to any complexion. Oh yeah, it does say fragrance. So it probably has an added fragrance. It's very subtle though, it doesn't bother me. But do you see how beautiful and glowy that is? Like compared to this hand? Ugh, I'm obsessed. I love it. So I picked up 2 Morphe highlighters. I've been intrigued with these and I'm glad that I'm able to now swatch these in store. They did have them in store. And I picked up 2. I was a little like iffy because I feel like they lack light shades for people with a fair to light complexion. I feel like they're suited more for people with like a medium to darker complexion. One of them here is probably suited for people with a light complexion, but if you're fair, I think it would be too gold or a little too dark. So I don't know, I feel like they need to come out with more shades. They do have a light one that looks white in the pan, but when you swatch it, it has a very pink undertone, which I don't like those type of highlighters. I don't. So I really like their new packaging. New branding is awesome. That's what the box looks like. So these are the high impact highlighters and you get 8 grams of product in here. I think these might be around $14. So this is the shade Extra right here. And they're pretty soft. They have a really nice texture to them. Very glowy. See, this one's borderline too dark. If I use it really lightly, and am I wearing this one today? No, I'm not. I actually was wearing this earlier and then I redid my makeup for this video. I try to wear it a little bit lower on the cheekbone so it doesn't deepen up this area here. So I try to wear it like a little bit lower, but it just blends onto the skin really nice. Let me show you. Like if I get a little bit more of a tan, because I have gotten a little bit darker, then it should be good. But it is borderline too dark, especially if I get lighter, like in the winter when I'm more fair, definitely gonna be too dark. So the other one I got is called Lit. And I was like iffy about this because when you look at it in the pan, it looks very, very yellow. And if you know me, you know that I do not like yellow gold highlighters. I don't like them. They don't suit my skin well at all. So, but when I swatched this, it just seemed like it would work. I have one from Dose of Colors like this. Like it looks very yellow in the pan, but when you swatch it on the skin, it's not too yellow. Do you see it there? And then if I blend it out. So I picked up the Morphe Bronzer. It's like a bronzer contour duo. And I tried this. I swatched this in store. I thought it was gonna work for me and it didn't. I did mention this in another video that I think might go up after this video. So this color unfortunately just doesn't work for me. So I got this shade in Celebutante. I don't know how you say it, to be honest. So it's just way too warm for me, you guys. Like it looks fine. When I swatch it, it looks fine. When I start blending it into my skin, it literally looks orange. All right, so these are the 2 shades mixed together and then these are individual. I don't know, it just looks so warm on my skin. I just don't understand like why, because I feel like it looks fine here. I mean, it does pull warm, but when I put it on my face, like it is warm. Way too warm. So another highlighter I picked up is from Stila. It's the Heaven's Hue highlighter. So this is the first time I pick up one of these. They came out with a couple new shades, and I think one of them is exclusive to Sephora, which I didn't get that one. I think that one's called Silver something. It's called Opulence. Opulence? I'm not sure. Opulence? So I picked this one up because I saw it in store and I was able to swatch it, and it's just like a white highlight, but it's one of their like squishy ones. Has a nice smooth texture, sits on the skin so beautifully. It's just so incredibly soft, blends out onto the skin nicely. It gives like that glossy look to the skin. So I really like that. I'm actually gonna put a little bit on to show you guys. Just add a little bit right there. Have a nice big pimple right there. Don't mind that. Oh, it's just a nice texture. I just worry that this would dry out quickly, so I like to keep this little plastic piece that goes over the top to help keep it nice and moist. There's that word nobody wants to say. So the last product I want to mention in this video, I have more stuff, but like I said, I want to use this stuff before I actually mention it in a haul, just so I can give you a review on what I think about it. So the last product here is by Soap & Glory. I did not like this. It is the Bright and Pearly Radiance Boosting Cocktail. I could not find my receipt for this. I don't know if they would still be able to return it. I mean, they should be able to look on my account and find it, but I remember doing that once and the girl was like, you have so many orders. I can't, it was hard for her to find the specific item. I just looked high and low yesterday for my receipt and I can't find it. And I'm very organized with my receipts. Like I have a folder specifically for makeup purchases so that I can go straight to that folder if I want to return something. So I don't know, I was intrigued with the way this looked. It was in the new arrival section on ulta.com and I thought I would try it. I haven't really tried any products from Soap & Glory. So it has these like little pearls in the bottle there, and immediately when I squeeze this out, like you have to rub it in really good because these little pearls, like they have a little bit of a chunky texture to them, and then once you start blending them in, they kind of disintegrate. Immediately I noticed it smells like alcohol. Alcohol is the third ingredient. It's alcohol like denatured or something like that. And I know they use that a lot of times, I think, to preserve the product, but the fact that it smells like alcohol turns me off, so I really want to return this. So I used this twice. I just didn't like the smell and that didn't give me a fair chance to use the product. But I want something like, if it's radiance and brightening and pearly, I want it to be moisturizing, and I feel like because it has the alcohol as the third ingredient, that is not the case. So it does contain vitamin C. It's supposed to have pomegranate superfruit. And I almost feel like, am I smelling the alcohol? Am I smelling the pomegranate? Maybe I'm smelling a mixture, but I think it smells like alcohol, most definitely. So this, I'm gonna try to return it. I don't know. I just gotta find my receipt or see if they'll just find it on my account. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.